I never really got into the Rocky movies when I was younger, and I really held off on Creed even though I heard how well it was done and how good it was, because I never watched Rocky movies, so why would I watch Creed? But with the third movie coming out and me being very interested in it just because Michael B. Jordan's directing it in his first directorial debut, and Jonathan Majors is co-starring in it, who is looking to run Hollywood in a few years, if not this year alone, with Ant-Man and now Creed within like 2 weeks. So I decided to sit down and watch Creed, the first one, and I was blown away. Everything in the film is fantastically done, from the acting to the directing to the editing to the makeup. It's all fantastically done, and I really feel that everyone's heart and soul really went into the project, from Tessa Thompson to Michael Jordan to Ryan Coogler to Sylvester Stallone even. Just everyone feels like their heart is really into the project, and you can really feel that on screen. It feels made out of love and care, and that goes a long way to say, because a lot of movies really, you feel that at least one person really didn't have their heart into the project, but you don't feel that here, and I think that goes a long way to say that Ryan Coogler did a really good job, because none of his films feel like that there's one person skipping out, one person wants a paycheck, and that's why they're there. Every film feels like they're putting their heart and soul into it, and again, like I said, Ryan Coogler deserves the utmost praise for that, because of how well his movies do and how well his movies are done. That, like, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever has the first acting nomination for Marvel, and that says a lot from Coogler's. But I think that the thing here is that this movie didn't get any nominations in the Oscars, and it really should have, because I'm looking at the Oscars for the 2016 Oscars, which is for the 2015 movies, and yeah, I think that someone fucked up, because Creed literally is better than half these movies that were nominated. Maybe not a winner, but you know what? It doesn't need to be a winner, because it's just that well done. I think it's disgrace that it didn't get nominated, but that's neither here nor there. The cinematography is done amazing. It is crisp and clean. Like even the rundown parts of Philadelphia that they filmed in look amazing. They really help Adonis's character, of like the rough and gritty side of him. His character gets really blended by Philadelphia, and I think that's says a lot. And I think that going to Philly, I know that the first Rocky was in Philly, but I think going back to Philly or Creed probably was the best option instead of staying in LA. The lighting of every scene is perfectly done, and it really spotlights on Michael B. Jordan and Sylvester Stallone's development in that relationship. And I think a lot of the relationships that are built in this movie are very well done. From a character standpoint, I really think that the cinematography can really aid that, and I think it does. But going on to the relationships between the people, is that the acting between Tessa Thompson, Michael Jordan, Sylvester Stallone, and a ton of other actors, I can't remember off the top of my head their names, are amazingly done. And I think that it's hard to capture that everyone's doing so well at their job in a movie, because a movie's hard to make, and I think that you're gonna at least catch one person not really giving it their all, but everyone in this movie gives it their all. You can feel everyone feels like a real person, even though Michael B. Jordan, Tessa Thompson are all giant stars at this point in time. Like, they kind of just fade into their character, and that's what an actor's supposed to do. And I think that really shines in the relationship between Bianca and Adonis Creed, for the most part, because I think that's between, besides the Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, and Adonis's relationship, I think that Bianca's relationship with Adonis is the center point of the film, besides, again, like I said, the Rocky relationship with Adonis, because they really have chemistry, and they work really well together. And it's like, I believed every sentence they said to each other, every moment between them. It was just, they just did really fucking good. It's one of the better acting from Tessa Thompson, it's one of the better acting from Michael B. Jordan, and that's saying that they're very good actors. I'm not taking away from them. I'm just saying that they did above and beyond, and it really shows throughout the movie in the relationship in the movie. So also the relationship between Adonis Creed and Sylvester Stallone's Rocky, very well done. They kind of feel like a nice, it's a found family type dynamic between the two of them, and I think that's really hard to do, and when you do it right, it really gets your audience really involved, and I think that's what they did right here in this movie, and I think it's really well done. Just they felt like they've known each other forever, even though they really meet in the movie like a year into, like the end of the film is like a year after, they meet, and I think that it's hard to capture that, and they do it really well. I think it's the chemistry between Michael B. Jordan and Sylvester Stallone is really shining right there. Like Michael B. Jordan's chemistry with Tessa Thompson. Like I said, I really didn't watch the Rocky movies when I was a kid, and this could be a carbon copy of Rocky. I really wouldn't care because it's full of heart and soul, and you can really feel it. And I think if one misstep happened, if one person had an off day, this movie would be as good as it was. I can't see where this movie really missteps. I don't really see a misstep. They use the theme of claiming your name, and it's the most powerful message they have throughout the movie, and it's very well told throughout the background story of Apollo Creed and Rocky Balboa's growth throughout the Rocky movies. Like I said, never seen them, but so I can't comment on them. And also Adonis' character's growth to claim the name that he never knew he had until he was like 7 or 8, 9, 10 years old. And it's a powerful message that when he finally claims that, and it's super well done from the acting standpoint and from the directing standpoint, from all facets of the movie. The action is fantastic. The every match, really, you can feel the hits and blows, and it's really well done. And how the action, I'm really impressed by it. There's a point in the final fight that Adonis gets knocked out and his body goes limp, essentially. I don't know how Michael B. Jordan did it, because it's really hard to fake going limp because you're losing all control of your body, essentially. Michael B. Jordan fucking nails it, and then when he just fucking shakes up, it's just mind-blowing on how he does it. It's fantastically done, and the action is simply one of the best. But I think Creed really shines above most sport movies, not to mention most dramas. Creed might be one of the better sport movies of all time, if not the best. Not to mention as well as one of the better dramas I've seen in the last few years. Yeah, I can't say enough about this movie. This movie is fantastically done, and I really have to lend it to Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler for the most part, because they really shine in this film. From the directional standpoint and from the main actor standpoint, they do it very fucking well, and it is a shame that neither of them got nominated for an Oscar. That's me all for me, folks. I am the Bad Duck, and you are the internet. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.